One of the best ways to make money in Stardew Valley is growing sweet gymberries from rare seeds. In this video, I'll be showing the most optimal farm layout, in my opinion, to grow sweet gymberries. Every single plot of land is carefully designed to optimize sweet gymberry growth. Each iridium sprinkler is carefully placed, each scarecrow is carefully placed. You can find this farm layout in the description below. So right now it is winter 28, and this video is going to show the amount of time, real time, it takes to make a full farm of sweet gymberries over the course of exactly 1 year. It'll be a test to find the most optimal way to make money late game in Stardew Valley. So first off, we need to get rid of all these meteorites. Pretty sad. Okay, I think that's all the meteorites. Let's go check. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, look at that. Gave you 42 iridium, 14 geodes, and a bunch of stone. Cool. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, next thing I want to do is get rid of these children. Pesky things always getting in the way. Oh, I forgot I haven't taken that star drop yet. Let's go ahead and do that now. Sweet, over 500 now. Great. The only reason why I ever got those children is for the achievement. But they are going to get in the way big time. There they go. Goodbye, Quasar. Goodbye, Zenith. Obviously, it would be slightly faster to also not be married, but whatever. Worth it. Worth a few extra seconds. She might briefly get in the way. I also want to get all of my rare seeds out. Here they are. I have them ready. So, as soon as I go to bed, I will start the timer, and the timer will stop next year, winter 28. Here we go. First things first, even though I have the gold clock, which prevents debris from growing, all of these stupid weeds and grass still grow, which I understand why, but it's one of the downfalls of doing the sweet gymberry strat, is you have to spend time clearing out all of this. And I think I've figured out the most optimal way to clear this out. You do it once in spring 1, then once at the end of spring, and then once at the end of summer. Don't know for sure if it's the best. If someone has a faster method, by all means let me know. But until then, just gotta clear it all out. Okay, I think this is the last of it. So let's go verify. Yep, it is. This method does not care about the time in Stardew time that is spent. It only cares about real time. It is an optimization of making money with real time as your limit. I think right now I'm on year 27, and I've done just about everything in the game. So now I'm just figuring out the fastest way in real time to make money. I think there's actually a faster method than this, but I don't know. It'll be interesting. Oh yeah, now that I don't have children, as it's saving, I can press escape, and the parrot isn't there anymore. Yep. As you collect more things in Stardew Valley, you have to let the whole progress is saved dialogue read out, or else it will either lock up your game, kick you out, or it'll put you at the front door, which is obviously slower. So you gotta wait a second or two while it says progress has been saved. Yeah, there's an example. Without a wife or husband, you can press escape even sooner to fully optimize your time. Alright, roughly 5 minutes in, we are on summer 1 month in already. Time for round 2, clearing the weeds. Oh, and also, the reason why I'm using the Galaxy Sword instead of the Scythe is because the Scythe is actually slower. As long as you're drinking coffee, your Galaxy Sword swings are faster, and you can progress through cutting all this grass down a lot faster than using the Scythe, which has a very slow swinging speed. I think that was actually it. That did not take as long as I thought it would. I guess most of the grass was just up front. So that was even. Oh, there's my wife in the way. There you go. There goes 5 seconds. If she wasn't there, it'd be faster. But it's alright. So now we can just go ahead and skip all the way to summer 28. Alright, so summer 28, just around the 10-minute mark. Not too bad. Clear out the rest of these grass patches. Okay, that one took a little longer than the other months. Collect these batteries, but it didn't take too long. Just under 4 minutes. So now we get to do the actual hoeing for planting the sweet gymberries. Here we go. So this uses every single available plot of land in the entire farm, including all of these little spots over here. So sort of have a little hoeing strat. And then from here, you can do in large hoes, large digs. I should probably drink some coffee. So this part takes a little bit of time. Getting every single plot of land ready to plant the sweet gymberries, or the rare seeds. But it's necessary. You can't just use bombs to get the ground dug up, because it will destroy your sprinklers in the process, and scarecrows, and that would just be awful. So as you can see, between summer 28 and fall 1, a little bit of grass has grown in places, but you can just get rid of that as you go. And obviously, if you didn't have a pet, it would be faster. Dang it, cat. Thank you, get out of the way. Alright, so about 20 minutes in, now we get to start planting. I sort of have mixed feelings about how to plant, but basically just sort of plant 2 at a time as you go along. You don't even need coffee for this, so I'm just going to let my coffee wear out. Alright, I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Yeah, okay, maybe it is faster. Only when you get in between the sprinklers do I think it's faster to do 2 rows at a time. This is pretty fast. And I always make sure to avoid these scarecrows, because you can accidentally talk to them, and it's pretty annoying. So now I'll do 2 rows at a time because of these sprinklers. So I just hold down X, and then I just move the arrow, or my mouse up and down, move the arrow up and down. Keep in mind, coffee does not work after midnight, so you're going to be moving slow if you plant all the way to midnight. I usually do this in 3-day installments. That way on the 28th of fall, they're all ready to go. Alright, so I got through the first day pretty fast. I probably could have done another row, but that's alright. Planted about 1,200 or so, a little over a third. So, fall 2 now. Keep in mind that you you don't want to hoe more than you need to in a day, because the spots will slowly disappear over time, and therefore you will just have to end up redigging mini spots if you hoe up too much space than you need to on the first day. Alright, here we go. Planting the rare seeds for day 2. Alright, so end of day 2, planting rare seeds, just before midnight. And I got 650 to go. Fun fact, none of these buildings on the farm reduce the amount of plantable spots for the rare seeds. So all the obelisks, all of the stable, and everything else, none of them interfere with the maximum number of plowable spots. Alright, last 648 rare seeds to plant. I actually hope I have enough. We're going to find out. The other strat is you can actually walk down a path but have the cursor on a different path to plant. And it works best when you're not at the edge of a farm. Otherwise, you'll have to keep the cursor up with where you're at. Alright, I think so. Just make sure I got every spot planted. Okay, I missed a spot over there. Missed a spot there. Okay, I planted every single rare seed, and I don't know if I actually filled up my farm. I may be 1 or 2 short, but I might have actually been perfect. That'd be insane if I was perfect. So, now, under 50 minutes, now we get to skip ahead to fall 28. And you have to be especially careful not to go to winter 1. That would be an absolute travesty. Alright, fall 28. Now we get to have the fun part of picking them all up. So I like to hold on to one, and then I can go around, hold down the X button and the arrow buttons, and pick every single sweet gemberry on this entire farm. Make sure I have coffee going. So my strategy for this is to move the mouse around, and you can pick multiple harvests at once with this method. And so instead of having to watch the animation for every single sweet gemberry pick, you can do multiple picks for one animation. Speeds up time considerably. If this didn't exist, this strat would be incredibly painful. Another fun fact about this strat is if you look at the time, Stardew time, it says 6:20, and it flashes over and over again, which means every time you pick during the picking animation, it freezes time, which is really convenient, so you can get all of these sweet gemberries picked in a single day, which is why this strat even works. If it didn't freeze time during this animation, then you would not be able to pick all these sweet gemberries in a day, and you have to do it in multiple days, which actually wouldn't be the end of the world, but it's convenient to be able to just do it all in one day. In fact, you got plenty of time to spare even after you do this. I just realized that last sprinkler up there is completely pointless. There's no reason for it. I don't care how many crows you scared of. I need this berry. Move away, cat. Well, it looks like I did get every single sweet gemberry or rare seed planted on this farm. I had an exact amount. That's insane. Alright, that's all of them. All the sweet Jimberries have finally been picked. Even though it only took till 1:30 in Stardew Valley time, it took much later in real time. So let's see what we got. 686 Gold Star, 1,087 Silver Star, and 1,486 Normal. So now we get to start the process of turning them into seeds, so this is a proficient business. I sort of have different strats for this. Just move the arrow around, and the arrow controls where all the seeds go. I like how my wife is not in the way. And then you just collect them as you move. And you can do this without coffee. It's actually more efficient because actually I need to move up and down as I take the seeds and replace them. With coffee, you sort of miss placing the rare seeds in some of the seed makers. So the amount of seed makers that it took, I don't know, something like 50. Not too hard to make. I don't even remember what it takes, like a gold bar, an iron bar, and I don't know, let's check. Where is it? Oh, there it is. No, there it is. Oh yeah. Seed makers don't take too many resources to make. Just gold, coal, and wood. All of which you can buy the gold ore from Cliff. You can buy the wood. You can buy the coal from Clint. So every single resource that's necessary to make these seed makers can simply be purchased. And as long as you got a furnace or two. So the goal here is to get about the same amount of rare seeds as last time, 3,260. On average, each sweet Jimberry you put in a seed maker will make 1.9 rare seeds, which means most of your normal quality sweet Jimberries will turn in, actually all of them will turn into rare seeds, and some of your Silver Star ones will turn into rare seeds. Now, you may be wondering why I have so many Gold Star and Silver Star rare seeds without using any fertilizer, and that's because once you reach a high enough farming level, you get higher Gold Star and Silver Star quality harvests just naturally because of your level. Pretty convenient. Planting all that quality fertilizer would take an extra day. An extra day we don't have because rare seeds take 24 days to grow. And the first day doesn't really count unless it happens to be raining, because when you hoe up the land, it's not watered, because the iridium sprinklers only water hoed land. So therefore, you need until fall 28 if you plan on spending 3 days of planting, which I have not been able to squeeze in 2 days of planting with an optimized farm layout. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it would require an insane amount of precision. All the way up to like 1:50 a.m. both days, and even then I'm not sure. But anyways, it doesn't really matter, because fall 28 works just fine. Ooh, that was a close one with my wife. Man. She's going to bed, but it's only 10 p.m. I got so many more sweet Jimberries to turn into rare seeds. Alright, we're gonna go to bed now. Carry on. Just a few more left to go. Alright, so now we just collect all the rare seeds. So we got more than we need, just barely though. 3,280. So that'll be a little extra for next year. But I will subtract 20 for the calculation purposes. So now we can sell these. Yeah, I only got 7 ancient seeds out of that whole process. Normally I get more than that. 106 mixed seeds. It's a bit. Alright, almost 700 gold star and then 880 silver star. And we have 3,280 seeds for next year. 20 more than necessary, but that's alright. So, now we will see how much we just earned. The timer's still going, so I'll take off a few moments to look at this money that we just made. Not bad. 6,300 or 6,387,000. Cool. It's pretty good for 1 year worth of harvesting. That is also sustainable. So now, to finish off the video, we'll skip ahead to winter 28 for 1 full year. I feel bad. I've neglected my wife this entire year. She's probably not too happy with me, but thankfully money can buy happiness in this game, and I can just give her like 100 bouquets, and she'll be back to max heart in no time. And stop. So there's our time. About 1 hour 25. Had I been a little more efficient, I probably could have done less than 1 hour 25. But it is a close enough time. That was pretty optimized. 6.3 million, roughly, sustainable in a year. Process isn't too difficult. It's kind of tedious, actually. You sort of zone out at times. But that is one of the most efficient ways to make money in Stardew Valley. It may be the most, but I have a feeling it's the second most. Next year I'm going to explore what I believe is the most efficient way to make money in Stardew Valley. Thanks for watching.